Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn, here with our 8-hour work shift, where today is a very special day. And it's special because the tribute to ingenuity has been completed. There it is in all of its wonderful, wonderful basking glory. Cogs in its head and the pistons and the things and everything is fantastic, and all of our beavers can bask in the wonderfulness that is the tribute. Yes, it has finally been completed on day one of cycle 39. So now this requires a lot of power, and it is getting enough power because we have enough windmills doing their thing there. So that's awesome. That is awesome. That means we're going to start popping up to here, and everything's going to be fantastic. It's going to take a while to get all of our beavers because we have to wait for the ones over here to come down for food. Speaking of food, I have given up on sunflowers. I never saw sunflowers break 50, 30, something like that. You need such a large field for sunflowers. They take so long to grow and just get eaten straight up. They take 5 days to produce 2, and it's just, you need so we're giving up on sunflowers. We're going to replace that with probably potatoes and carrots again to get things going. But yeah, it goes up to like 30, maybe. I think it's like 45, something like that, and it's just gone again for the day. So do that. But we do have a little bit of an explosion to go here. A little bit. So I'm going to pick one right in the center and push the button. Yeah. Now we have a big open area where we can put in all of our leisure activities and other bits and pieces and things like that to get our happiness up there. We are on, it says we're 19 happiness. Ironically, we are actually at 100% sunflower seeds. I didn't notice that. I didn't notice we were at 100% sunflower seeds. Maybe I should replant them. Maybe it was doing it. I didn't, didn't pay attention. Let's replace the sunflowers, actually. Let's replace them. Could probably also do with cutting back on some of these as well and replacing, particularly the potatoes. I think we could really do replacing the potatoes over here with sunflowers as well. And it's up to 63. I've been watching it. I've been watching it for a while, and it's not really gone up very high. So, but that's okay. That's okay. So I did not notice that we actually had that sunflowers were fulfilled. Everyone had been eating sunflowers. That's cool. Okay, we'll replace them. So maybe you don't need as large a field. Maybe it's just that we don't have them in stock. So we'll see. But we've got plenty of potatoes and things over here. I am going to get rid of this last potato farm over here. We're gonna do away with it because I'd like to do some stuff in here for our leisure, to get our leisure and happiness going, because we want to hit 20 happiness, and I think we can do that. But it does involve digging another hole and filling it with water. And hopefully it will be okay. Because what I'd like to do is I'd like to unlock the Lido, Lido, whatever you call it, Lido, and the mud bath. Now the Lido just requires water, just requires to be placed in water, like this, in water. And the mud bath does not need to be in water, but can be in water. If that makes sense. So, but it does require power. And the mud bath also requires the treated planks. So we might just go with the Lido instead and get up to our 20 happiness with that, because I could run the power along and connect it up and do things. We're going to also get the bonuses from this, which is going to affect everybody that comes down here for food. We should get all of our beavers over time, because the ones up here will come down for food and things. And if we put the leisure over here, then they will definitely come down here for that. So that's the plan. So we're going to do 2 things. We're going to blow a hole all the way along to here, and then we're going to blow a hole all the way along here for Lidos and things to sit in behind this here, and we're going to not have it pour off the edge here. That's the idea. So we need more explosives. Luckily we have 88 in stock, and I want to put it into here because I think we might fill this with water, but maybe not straight away. Maybe we'll come out by just like 10, and then do, it needs to be 2 wide. think. It doesn't have to be too wide over there. It could be less than that. That might work pretty well. That might work pretty well. I don't think... I'm trying to get as much as I can inside here, so we only want to put them inside here. Which does mean really I should run the water from like here somewhere or something going down there. We also want to put the carousel in as well. That's something that we're going to put in as well. So that's going to be another happiness added to them. So yeah, so they can build this out and along here, and then we can put the Lidos in, not Lidos, the oh yeah, the Lidos in along here. I might make it even bigger than that. I don't know if it has to be too deep. I cannot remember. I hope not. It may have to be too deep. I don't quite remember. What's your range? There's no point in going outside the range. Let's save explosives. There. Right, so. Let's just do this instead. So pouring it will just fill up from here, which would be fine, because obviously when the water falls into here, it can fill up along into here. That'd be fine, and then we can run a path to the centre and then along either way, and then put the Lidos in there. The Lidos are 3 large. Yeah, so we can get 2 in there, 4. Get 4 in there, and then put another 4 in there, and then we'll add more as we need them. But also, we have to look at the range of the... I think we'll be okay for this. So, okay, so there we go. We've got to blow that up and then wait for the water to come back. I'm hoping it will hold enough water for this. Again, we did have quite a long drought here, so stuff has started drying up in places, which is a bit of a problem. But I can't do anything about it. I can't really do anything about it. I could maybe make a deeper reservoir over here and then have it pour down. No, and then open the sluices, but it would be... I don't really think it's doable. I don't really think it's kind of doable. We just got to kind of deal with the fact that we're going to have sometimes it's just all going to die. Problems are going to happen. They're all going to die. This is going to run out of water sometimes, not always. Sometimes it's going to run out of water. Yeah, so we've also connected this up here as well. Ooh, autosave. So we are connected to the power grid here for all of our mills, and our bread is doing extremely well. Very, very happy with that. We don't have maple pastry set up yet, but that's okay, because we will do that now, because we're going to move our not move, we're going to add to our campfires. So it's going to add them along here. Yeah, that's okay if we add them along here, because any beaver that has to walk back, the only way to get up top is via this. This is the only way up and down, and then you come onto this main path here. So every beaver from the top will get the tribute of ingenuity eventually. It's just going to take a while to get them all, and it is possible for a day or two. 1 or 2 may never come down because there is going to be food up here. I could turn that off and not have food up there, which would force them to come down for food. And I think all the food, not all the food isn't, but they could technically get grilled spadedock without getting the tribute. I do want to build another tribute, but again, it requires so many resources and we don't have them. It requires so many metal blocks and we don't have access to the metal blocks, because we can't get access to there unless I set up a whole nother district, and can't get access to these ones over here because it's too far away, miles too far away. And I don't think there's any other metal anywhere. No metal up there. So yeah, we're going to be confined to the limitations of what we currently have, because this is kind of it. This is kind of it. I think putting the Lidos in and the carousel, we're going to be done. We're going to be done, and we can successfully say we did it. We did it. Now you... This is going to be interesting. because I wanted to put the carousel there, but I can't put the carousel there because there is a building that requires stairs there, and I didn't realise that. However, I could put the carousel forward one. Because we could quite happily do away with the road that's on top of there. There. And then the carousel can sit on top of that. The carousel requires 40 metal blocks. We don't have 40 metal blocks. Yeah, the carousel can sit on top of that, like so. And then we just connect it up with a pole. So we don't have 40 metal blocks. We only have 38. We need 2 more metal blocks. That's got 12 scrap metal in it. We can do this. We can do this. We're going to do this. We're going to send some beaver off to sort of his doom, unfortunately. There's no food in there whatsoever. This has got carrots, and it's got carrots in it. Okay. So it just needs some water up here. We don't have a delivery system anymore either. That's a bit of a problem. Can I build a large water tank up here? Make this priority. Okay, that can be just got rid of because I don't have the delivery post anymore. We got rid of it, so. So. You got carrots in there, so there's 173 carrots. You'll be fine for that. That won't be a problem. You can get that 12 scrap metal. That's all you're going there for. You're only going for 12 scrap metal, and that's enough, isn't it? So we do 2 scrap to make 1 iron block. 12 would be 6 iron blocks. We only need 2. We only need 2 iron blocks. Okay, we're good. We're good. So that's the plan. That's the plan. So we'll build this water tank. We will fill this water tank. Hopefully, is that? It is. It is in rain. So we'll fill the water tank, and once it's full, we'll send a beaver up here, like a single beaver. He'll become a worker in here. He will build that because that is free to build. And then once he builds that, he will move into this job because it's got a high priority. We'll get the things. We'll fill this up here. Once this has disappeared, we can then switch this back to being controlled by this place, and everything will go. We'll wait for the explosives to be built, and I'll put the Lidos in, and then we'll be back once that is all done. That's the plan. That's the plan. So I will see you basically at the finish line. Okay, so actually we're back just before the finish line, or nowhere near the finish line, because there's some other things I wanted to do which I completely forgot about and just remembered now. We're going to get rid of these 2 campfires here because we have put 5 over here, and because we want to do maple pastries. Yes, yes, yes. So I'm going to put down... I'm going to go with 3 bakeries. And these are all going to be set to do maple pastry. Now, there is a small problem to this. There. The maple pastries require wheat flour. And we are making loads of wheat flour over here. But I'm not storing it anywhere. I'm not actually storing the wheat flour anywhere. So that's a thing we need to do. So I'm also going to put in over here a grits mill, which can fit nice and happily on the end there. Yeah, we'll put it one back as well. And you're going to do wheat flour to provide for these here. And I'm going to build a storage over here for the wheat flour as well. I don't quite know where yet. This is wheat. But we want to put in storage for wheat flour. This is all very, very compact and built into everywhere here. So I think what we'll do is we'll put it here. Just a small warehouse. Doesn't need to be a large one. I could make it a large one, but no, we'll do just a small one. And you are going to be none and none. We can come down here and say wheat flour. You want to store all the wheat flour in here. because then we have things for when the power dies. We will have stuff in storage. That will be cool. Okay, so that's going to be built as well. So there's lots of things for them to build, lots of things for them to do. This is built and it's now filling with water, which is awesome. I can ship somebody up there very, very soon. And then we will be back when everything is done. Definitely this time. Definitely different. Okay, see you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, success. We have achieved the goals that we wanted to do with an 8-hour workday. And it took a long time. 40 cycles. 40 cycles to be done. The carousel is made. Unfortunately, the carousel's the only thing that isn't working as expected, because if we click here, you can see carousel is low. Carousel's dealing with about 100 beavers, so I'd need 3 of them. Everything else is kind of all the way up to the top at 297 because we've had beavers die off. But yeah, we are there. Our Lidos are done and complete. I did have to widen this because I made a mistake. It's not 3 wide, it needs to be 5 wide because you need a path in between. So we widened this here. I also blew a hole in here, and this has been filling up quite nicely for a while. So there's another lake over there for the beavers to go and do whatever they want to do. We've added more maple syrup places because we really started struggling to make maple syrup. Really started struggling to keep up with the maple. So yeah, and now we're struggling for wheat flour, ironically, because I don't think the actual farms can keep up with it. But it's okay. It's okay because the bread is still good. This is still good. This is all good, and they're getting it. They're getting sunflower seeds. They are getting maple pastries. It's all practically full. See, there's a little dip here, but I think this is because we've had loads of beavers die, and they're on the way back. The tribute to ingenuity as well. Here, yep, everyone has got tribute. Awesome, because they're obviously coming down for the Lidos. So yes, I would call that a success. 8-hour work days, best happiness I can do. We could plug away and try and get even more happiness added to it and do things up, but it would require a lot more to do, and the map isn't exactly great. I mean, if we had more space in places, you know, like behind here, this is a lot of space here that we can't use for things. So if we have more space, perhaps a different map, you could actually get to the full-on, the added 3 that I haven't got, or 4 that I haven't got. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 26 is the highest happiness, but we've got 22 of that, 22 and a quarter, and I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. The beavers are happy. The beavers are fantastic, and we can leave this here and say job well done. But the concept of this is definitely going to live on, because there was an announcement a few days ago about update 2 that is coming to Timberborn, which adds mechanical beavers. The Folktails and the Iron Teeth will be able to build mechanical beavers, which are golems, mechanical golems, I should say. And they all have different quirks and different things and different ways to do things, but they don't require food or sleep or general amenities. So it means that we could redo this with a full workday, with a full 16-hour workday, and we could have all our beavers be happy and joyous and wonderful, and our golem counterparts doing all the jobs instead. So yeah, I think that's going to be the next goal. So we're going to take a break from Timberborn for a while, and we will be back when update 2 drops, and we will do more wonderful things. This concept, maximum happiness, I think we're going to give it a go, see how it works. There's going to be obviously different quirks, and it will be experimental, so we'll see what's going on there, and that will be something exciting to look forward to. I'm definitely excited for it, and I hope you are as well. More updates to Timberborn. Fantastic. So, in that case, we shall leave this one here, and we shall be back in the future with something new. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.